Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, this is November, Romeo Tango, do you copy? Big guy, yeah, numbnuts, rim job, teabag. This is asswipe, ballsack, camel toe, I copy.
You've tuned in to the Tag Team Talent Podcast. Here's a guy, now listen to this, here's a guy who produced comedy, music, and live entertainment for well over 40 years. Isn't that amazing? 40 years, that's older than me. Now, he's producing this show. Yes, this very show. Here he is, Scott Edwards.
Hi, and welcome back to Tag Team Talent Podcast. I have 3 amazing videos to entertain you with this week. But look, it's Larry Wilson, Comic Magician of the Year in 2019, great guy, and the owner and CEO of the Wilson Method. Go to wilsonmethod.com to learn about that. But he's here today as my co-host. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the one and only Larry Wilson. Larry, thanks for coming back on the show.
My pleasure.
So good to have you here. In fact, you're based out of Reno. You've done your comedy magic all over the world, but you do live several hours east of us. How do you find your way to Sacramento? Do you like Sacramento? Because I know you got lost a couple times getting here.
That sounds like the setup for the Beatles of asking, how did you find America? I soon left at Greenland. How did you find your way? I have to tell you though, Sacramento, from the very first time I ever came here, I don't know if people watching this, if you've ever been to Sacramento, it's very nice, but they have very unusual rules of driving here.
Well, it's California, but yeah.
Oh, yes. California's already weird, but in Sacramento, apparently stop signs are considered optional. You stop if you've got the time.
Exactly. Well, I guess that might mean that getting lost might have been a life-saving measure.
I'm not sure I understand. But I do know that the first 5 seconds of the red light are for latecomers. Everyone, get on through.
Yes, it is a little strange. Well, we appreciate you being here to watch these videos. We have 3 amazing videos for you. Mm-hmm. If you're ready, Larry, we'll jump in.
I'm not quite ready, Scott.
Okay, let's wait.
I have to meditate. All right, go ahead. Do it.
Our first video is a terrific friend of mine. He is actually out of Reno, Nevada.
What?
But he works all over the country. One of the few Native American stand-up comics still working. He is incredibly funny, does casinos and large shows and a lot of the Native American festivals around the United States. His name's Marc Yaffee, and he's a terrific stand-up comic. So if you're ready,
I am.
Let's see a little video that Marc sent me, him live on stage, Marc Yaffee.
Hey, I got to go to the Middle East. We did some shows for Armed Forces Entertainment. Round of applause for our veterans, our military out there. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. They sent us to Iraq, then we went to Kuwait, Bahrain, then I went to this East African country called Djibouti. I got my first Djibouti call. Djibouti's located in East Africa. Djibouti is a very poor country. They're so poor, they do not even have a language. They speak Ethiopian in Djibouti. The country is so broke, they had to borrow something from Ethiopia. But the troops treated us great, the military and the staff, man, they gave us a tour of all the bases and the equipment, high-tech shit, basically the military's run by 18, 19-year-old kids just out of high school, doing shit I can't even imagine, high-tech, right? They would hand me a radio, I would screw that up so bad, I would get dishonorably discharged in 3 minutes, I would fuck that up. They'd be like, Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, this is November, Romeo Tango, do you copy? I'd be like, yeah, numbnuts, rim job, teabag. This is asswipe, ballsack, camel toe, I copy. Hey, dipshit, what are your coordinates? My coordinates, sir, are whiskey dick by JJ Lardass. It's a crazy job. They sent us to all these exotic locations, Aruba, Antarctica, Alberta, Canada. Yeah, I was in Red Deer, Alberta, Canada. Red Deer means white people. That's what. Holy shit, Red Deer is so white, they didn't even have black bears. They sent us up there last year to do a couple shows. We went up it was a Friday, Saturday. Friday night, showroom packed, just like this, 150, 200 people. We come back the next night. There was like 30, 40 people. Like, holy shit, what did we do? Like, oh, no, it's not you, It's a Stanley Cup Hockey playoffs. Because, hockey, #1 sport in Canada. Anyone know the second most popular sport in Canada, and it's not drinking? Curling, thank you very much. Hockey, the fastest sport on ice. Curling, the slowest sport in the solar system. Have you seen a highlight of curling? It's two white guys sweeping. Has anyone informed Mexico or Central America you can win a gold medal for sweeping? Shit, my 94-year-old Mexican-American adopted mother, this lady's got a fake knee, bad hip, weak heart. You hand her a broom, she turns into a turbo Zamboni. One call to Mexico, Canada's reign of gold is over. Oye, primo, bring the broom. Mexico revolutionized the sport of curling. They'll show up to the Olympics with a leaf blower. Goal!
Curling is kind of an interesting sport. Ladies and gentlemen, Marc Yaffee live on stage. What'd you think?
Funny. It's very funny.
He does a good job. He has a variety of material, but I think that working for the military and being able to travel the world, not only is it an honor to entertain the troops, but he's experienced so much.
Oh.
I mean, I've never been to Djibouti.
No. There's a lot of places. I've never been to any place in the Far East. I've always wanted to. Never been there. So.
Well, and you've performed quite a few places.
Yeah, I've been all over.
Did you do any military shows?
No, I never. Well, I did a few, but here in this country.
Right.
Not outside
At
this
bases.
country. Yeah, at military bases here. The last one I can remember was near me, actually. It was in Fallon, Nevada.
Yes, I've been there.
Fantastic. And it's weird. Fallon it's in the middle of the desert. It's
Right.
totally landlocked.
Middle of nowhere.
But that's where the Naval Aviators Base is. It's crazy.
That's right. The Top Gun base is in Fallon, which there's no ocean anywhere near for a Navy base. That's quite incredible.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing that little tidbit.
It's my job.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I have another video, some more stand-up comedy. Now, this guy never worked for me per se, but he did send me this video. We had a chance to work together on a separate project.
Oh.
And he's out of the Bay Area. But very, very funny. I think you'll enjoy him. I don't know if you know him, Don Mckenry.
No, don't know.
So, ladies and gentlemen, first to you, new for you. Ladies and gentlemen, a little comedy by Don Mckenry.
Just saying. People say that all the time. I'm just saying. It's an annoying thing. I'm just saying. Yeah, there's just the two of us. And I didn't say it. And as you know what I'm saying? Have I stopped you at any point along this conversation and said to you, I really am confused about what it is you're saying. Could you please reword it some other way so maybe I get the gist? Then there's the one, it goes without saying. You ever hear people say that? That's annoying because the people that say that, those kind of people, they're not going without saying. They're gonna say. My only hope is that I get away, I go before they say anything. My mechanic has a great expression, more than fair. More than fair. That's what. If I argue about a bill with him, he'll say, we charge you a price we think is more than fair. What does that mean? He figured out what was fair and then charged me more. Yeah, we figured $75 was fair. We charge you $150. We're being twice as fair. I'm just saying. Things are a lot different. I'm getting old. One thing I learned, here's something I learned about getting old that I've realized recently. And if you're my age out there, you'll back me up on this. Even as you get older, in your head, you're not old. In your head, you don't get old. In your head, you're still like 20, 25 years old. It's kind of amazing. But there are things during the day that remind you that you're old. Like things like standing up. And then having to sit down because you stood up too fast. And then all the blood rushes to your head. And you go, oh, am I going to die? No, okay. That's the most exciting part of my day. know what else makes me feel like a 30-year-old calling me sir? Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. Hey, drop dead, kid. Filling out a form online makes you feel old, because you put your name and your address and your phone number. Then you get to your birthday, but the day and the month, and then you got to scroll. An hour and a half later. I'm taking a nap in between.
That was Don McEnery, and I thought you might enjoy that. For those of you that don't know, Larry Wilson is also the CEO of the Wilson Method, which teaches the value of quality communication, and you have a podcast called How to Talk to Humans. But it's interesting because Don's material talks about the use of language and the misuse of language.
Absolutely. Well, no, it was fantastic. More than fair. We decided what was fair, and then we charged you more.
Isn't it incredible how it not only is a truism, but it's funny?
Well, it's funny because of the shock of recognition.
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're saying.
Well, that was Don McHenry. Thank you, Don, for sending us that video. Very funny. So we've had two bits of stand-up comedy, Marc Yaffee and Don McHenry, but I have something extra special for you, Larry.
Be still, my beating heart.
Yeah, keep beating, though.
What could be more? What more could you possibly have?
Well, we're going to go into the archives of my life as a videographer and TV show producer.
Is this you dressed as a woman?
No, that's a different video.
Oh, all right.
But my partner, you know very well, Bob Stobener.
Oh, yes.
And Carlos Alazraqui. You may know that name from Reno 911. He's also the cartoon voices on many very popular cartoon shows. But this is back in the 80s. We were doing a TV show, and we put together a fake commercial. Let's see if everybody enjoys it.
Oh.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Ladies and gentlemen, this week's Classic Rewind, Bob Stobener, Carlos Alazraqui. Here we go.
This one's going to be a doozy, folks. Here it
There's
comes.
Bob.
This is your last chance to get one of the most beloved record albums ever recorded. Tony Sings For You is now available through this special TV offer. Just listen to these beautiful melodies.
I've been working on the railroad.
It's Bob.
Yeah.
Fake mustache.
I was going to say, fake mustache.
A real fire, though.
Oh, yeah, of course.
And if you act right now, you'll also receive this bonus album, the very best of Tony King. Just listen.
The cavalier's legs, the monkey chased the weasel. The monkey cut was all in fun.
Yes, yes,
The
of course.
weasel. I have no time to wait or sign.
Now, how much would you pay? $20, $30, $50, $9,000. Don't answer until you've seen this. Tony King's fabulous record cleaner. It's fun, it's fast, it's easy, and it's fun for the entire family. Yes, both beautiful albums and the record cleaner can be yours for just $19.95 or 7,000 blue chip stamps. Yes, you get both the record cleaner and the albums or cassettes or reel-to-reel tapes or 8-track tapes or compact discs or 45 RPM records or 78 RPM records, beta tape, VHS tape, masking tape, scotch tape, or even an old sock. Well, write all the words on an old sock for you. Just mail the cash and you'll get the stash. And hurry, because our rent is due.
To order now, send $19.95 to Tony King Album Offer, 1929 Folsom Street, Cell 37, Folsom, California. Order yours today.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Wow, what a great film that was, folks. We'll have another one next week, and Scott will be back with more laughs right after this. Stay tuned.
Now, is Bob's voice being manipulated there?
No, he just does this crazy voice. That was one of my TV series called Laughs. It was shows recorded live at the club, and we did this fake commercial, and Carlos, Bob, and I wrote it. And Tony King was his character that he would do. We did a few of them. Tony King sharing his mansion.
I've never ever seen that.
What did you think?
Very funny, very funny. And
we'll write it on an old sock for you.
Carlos's performance is, you hear that voice, you immediately know this is an infomercial.
Yeah. I don't see him as much these days, but boy, back in the day, these late night commercials would come on selling every kind of frickin' product you can think of.
Yeah.
But they always, that's not all, there's more.
No, for those of you who are under 40, you may not realize that what you just saw here very easily could pass for the real thing 20, 30 years ago.
It was crazy.
Yeah, they really-
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that was Carlos Alazraqui, Bob Stobener, and at the very end, my voice, from an early TV commercial, fake TV commercial. We never actually sold any albums, but it was a lot of fun to do. Well, ladies and gentlemen, 3 fun videos. We had Marc Yaffee, Don McEnery,
That's right.
and Bob and Carlos doing a fake TV commercial. What a great podcast show.
I think you got your money's worth.
Yeah, well, they didn't pay anything, but so you did.
Sort of my point.
Well, thank you, Larry, for being the co-host and sharing all this with us.
My pleasure.
Thank you for joining us on the show this week. We'll be back next week with 3 more great videos. Be sure to tell your friends, like us, subscribe if you can, and we'll be back with more on the Tag Team Talent Podcast. Thank you, Larry.
My pleasure.
Thank you. Bye.
Thanks for watching the Tag Team Talent Podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you'll never miss the next big talent reveal. And don't forget to write in the comments below which performer you thought was best in this episode. We love hearing from you. See you soon!